Welcome to This Week in Wimberley. I'm Chris Doelle. I will be joined shortly by Mr. Z, Gary Zupancic. This is a show where we talk about what's going on in and around the Wimberley Valley, all the fun stuff. We will get to that in just a moment, but first, quick message from some people who made this show possible. Premier Cuts has locations in San Marcos and Kyle, and man, they are the absolute best. I can say this for a fact because I have been getting my hair cut there for well over a decade. And if I do say so myself, I think it looks really nice. They have some great specials. Wednesday, $14 men and boys haircuts, and Tuesday, $16 women and girl haircut. Both of those are $5 off the regular price. They also have the amazing airplane chair. If you have a kid who is getting his or her hair cut, sitting in the airplane chair will keep them distracted, keep them entertained, so the stylist can get their work done. The San Marcos location is on Aquarina Springs, and the Kyle location is just to the right of the HEB Plus. Again, that's Premier Cuts in Kyle and San Marcos. Looking for a one-stop shop for all your indoor, outdoor, garden, and ranch needs? Look no further than King Feed and Hardware. Our customers rave about our old general store vibe and the unique, eclectic mix of products you won't find anywhere else. Whether you need tools for the garden, supplies for your pets, equipment for your livestock or construction business, or just something for your home, we've got you covered. Plus, don't miss our destination nursery and garden center with a constantly changing inventory of plants, trees, vegetables, yard art, and outdoor furniture. Bring the family and visit our animal residence or pick up toys, games, and books for the kids. Come see us in Wimberley, Texas, and discover what makes King Feed and Hardware the ultimate shopping destination. All right, everybody join me in welcoming Professor Z, Mr. Z, whatever you want to call him. Gary, how you doing?
Good. Really, the weather has just been great lately. And so really, you think about it, and it's like almost the middle of April. And we've had really good weather. And, of course, Friday night, Jesse Stratton's at the Blue Hole. And there's a couple other things going on. We got Butterfly Festival, and we have the Ace Dance. And there's a couple, I'll get to that a little later. But I'll give you a little bit of news. There's a new mural at Alexis Point. In fact, it's one of those things you can just go ahead and drive right by, which is really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Next Thursday, Dana Cooper will be at Susanna's Kitchen. That's April 20th. And he's been around for a long time, a very poetic songwriter, very insightful storyteller. He's going to be around, and in fact, next week he will be our featured artist. Mm-hmm. The county health department is a step closer to mobile vaccinations, which is good. I mean, they just drive up to Wimberley and go to the community center and give out vaccinations. The Wimberley Valley Big Band is on 420 is playing Old Glory Ranch, and the theme is Rhapsody in Blue. So. Yeah, there's lots of stuff going on. Really, lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Softball, they beat the Hawks of Canyon Lake, and baseball beat Bandera. So and Wimberley Golf. In fact, Wimberley Golf is really cool because the entire team is going to regionals. Now, in the fall, it's team golf. Mm-hmm. But in the spring it's individual, and so that's all the individuals are making it to regionals. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And of course, we do good in a bunch of sports around this town.
Oh yeah, and track is off for this spring, so they're right on track. So really, what I'd really like to get to is the Butterfly Festival.
Sure.
Really, I mean, it is such a big thing, and the weather's supposed to take a dip, and then get warmer, and the Butterfly Festival will be perfect as usual. There's no cost. Admission is and parking are free. If you need to park, the Wimberley High School is right there. It's a short walk. It's a 23rd annual, and it will include all the wonderful butterfly releases. I've been talking about this all week. I really have. What they do is they every half hour they release butterflies that people had taken home in cages and raised and bring them back. And so every half hour they release a whole bunch of butterflies. And what they do is they pass out cantaloupe. And the cantaloupe draws all the butterflies to the kids. Yeah. And so the butterflies will land like on the kids' noses and their fingers and, wherever the juice is. And it really, really is cool. But they got a butterfly house. In fact, Cinderella will be in her castle, 10 to 4. There's crafts, face painting, games, pickleball demonstrations, butterfly art. And that's really cool because schools across Texas submit what they want for the butterfly emblem for that year.
Nice.
And the girl who won, I forget where she's from, but she's not from Wimberley. And they do have the T-shirts on sale there, of course, at the Butterfly store. And there's educational talks. You get to view fish. I'm reading all this stuff, man. Life-size chess, checkerboard, concessions, face painting. Really, you really need to go and bring the kids. That's for sure. Kids of all ages. So
I was going to say, we're going to have a lot of kids around. We're going to have a lot of butterflies around. So a little extra slow this time.
Yeah, we live about, I'd say about 3 miles as the crow flies from the gardens. Yeah. So we're going to be looking for the butterfly Sunday.
Yeah.
Because they really do. They're all over town. But what's really cool, that's going on from 9 to 10 is the opening ceremonies, and then everything goes full blast until 5 p.m. Okay? Mm-hmm. So really, you got an hour break. Okay? You go from 5 to 6, you go have a break, go somewhere in town, go to eat, and then there's a free street dance at Ace parking lot. And and really the entire community is involved because it's a fundraiser, and really all the funds. Well, I'll take that back. Ace is providing all this stuff, and all proceeds go to Special Olympics. But there are individual groups that have brought their tent or truck or whatever, and the Wimberley Youth Sports Association will be hooking up fajitas. Hooks and Senators baseball will have ballparks themed, serving up hot dogs and beers. Wimberley Junior High Cheer is going to be selling glow sticks and candy and more for Special Olympics. They'll be running bounce houses. Wimberley Special Olympics will, and there'll also be a couple bands. Awesome band Hitman 8.0 will be playing 80 and 90 jams. And local musician James Calkins will be singing your favorite old country tunes, so you can get your two-stepping in. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, definitely. If you're looking for a reason to come to Wimberley, this is a great one. Between the butterflies and the street dance, I mean, what a great way to celebrate the city.
Oh yeah, and really, it's nonstop. I mean, really, this weekend is nonstop, So, Saturday is just going to be so awesome. And, of course, there's other stuff coming up next weekend. We have the Pi Social, Wimberley Institute of Cultures, and a couple other things going on. Mm-hmm. But for this weekend, you're going to have a special raffle also at Ace to benefit the Special Olympics. I mean, there's free parking. And really, it's really not that far from the community center or Berkshire Brothers parking lot, so you could walk. It's free parking, So we're at the point now, I guess, that I give you all the band listings.
Yeah, because in addition to those fun events, there's music everywhere in this city. Everywhere. Like I said, Friday night free at the Blue Hole is Jesse Stratton, hometown boy. We just love him to death. 5 p.m. Robert Klein Jr. is at Ghost Note. He's been featured on our program. 6 p.m. Guitarra at King Feed. Also at 6 p.m. Downing at Hildy's Restaurant. Brothers Wayfair at Middleton Brewery. Marvin and Laura Batura at Fish Tales. These are all at 6. At 7, it's Mark Cruz at Savages. And at 10 p.m., Charlie Weiler at Dark Size Patton. And that's Friday night. Saturday, 10 a.m., Guitarista, I have a hard time with that word, Kelly at Wimberley Inn and Bar.
Bobcat Country at Mercer Street at 1 p.m. Also, Martin Rick at Middleton at 1, and Montana Sand at Rough House at 1. 4 p.m., the Wayne Billies at Ghost Note. 5 p.m., it's Hill Country Rogers at Dos Olivos. 5 p.m., Aaron Stevens at Rough House. 6 p.m., Kim Meeks and her band Bad Habit at Hay City Store. And 8 p.m., Jake Penrod at the Mercer Dance Hall. So that looks really, really good. Sunday, 1 p.m., Adam Carroll and Friends at Devil's Backbone. 3 p.m., Jerry Burns at Middleton Brewery. David Milner at Ghost Note. And at 6, Blue Mist at Hay City Store. At 7:30, the Hill Country Honeys at Base Camp. So that's what's going on, man.
Excellent. And you mentioned Devil's Backbone. You sent me the song for this week, and I tell you, I love the story of how that song was developed.
Yeah, well, I know Robyn. I had interviewed her a couple times when I was working for The View, and, I contacted her, and I said, hey, I'd really like to feature you and Devil's Backbone Tavern. And she said, hey, all songwriters are very competitive. I have learned that. So what they do is they'll get in a group and they're friendly and all that, but she calls it a support group. But this group was supposed to have a song prompt every Monday and be able to write a quality song using a one-word prompt. Each member would submit their song the following Monday, so you got a 1-week deadline. And everybody would give constructive feedback and support and all that. And for this particular song, Robyn Ludwick wrote, on her own, the song prompt was infection. The only rule was that you must include the prompt somewhere in the song and submit it by the end of the week. The song Greyhound I recorded for my most recent album, Lake Charles, and featured Scrappy Judd Newcomb. So, here's Greyhound.
Well, once I had a little girl. She left me for the road. It was infection. And then there was that red guitar, fingers all alone, pure infection. And vacancy signs follow behind on the Greyhound. Oh, on the Greyhound.
Excellent stuff as usual. I like I said, I really love the fact that that they go with a prompt and then they just create something. It's so wonderful.
Yeah. And really, Joyce Webb, who I'm working with a book with, she went to one with Willie Nelson and a whole bunch of featured people, and she won. And I think the name of the song was something about I was featured in a women's lib football team or something. I mean, but it was really wacky song, but everybody appreciated it.
Nice, excellent.
So this week I'm going to keep with the music. The nonprofit KWVH. We're in our fundraising period. We only have 2, and I have a page on Facebook that you can go ahead and donate them to me. Which really goes to the radio station. I'm feeling kind of lonely, so I'm not getting too many donations. But yeah, if you get a chance, help out the radio station. Now, the radio station story itself is pretty amazing. It came out. In fact, I was talking to somebody yesterday about how the flood was just really, really terrible. But there was a silver lining. We got a local radio station out of it. I mean, it took a lot of work by a lot of people, especially Susan Raybuck. But, we now have that station in town. And, when there's a local emergency, tune it in and, locally, FM, and, you'll get all the reports. It's not something that you have to turn into Austin, or San Antonio to find out what's going on here, So, yeah, it's a really great nonprofit, kwvh.org, and there'll be a donate button there, and just go ahead and donate. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, you bet. And I can't thank them enough, the radio station, for just being there.
Oh yeah, and they got all the information during those periods. Somebody's always there. They do have a backup generator, so everything. Yeah, and we've used it 2 or 3 times so far. Every winter, I think. That's all I got, man.
Sounds good. Well, once again, have a great weekend. Take pictures because, like I said, there's going to be so many great things out there. It's worthy of capturing.
All right. Sounds good.
Hey, if you're involved in your team's fundraising, get this. I was recently introduced to Success Fund, and I was blown away by what it can do. If you're not already using Success Fund to manage your fundraising, you'll really want to check this out. SuccessFund.com. That's Success, FUND.com. It's not a specific fundraiser, no. Now, Success Fund is a platform with free tools that makes it easy to run whatever fundraiser you're already planning. Sponsorships, donations, camps, clinics, whatever it is. Success Fund makes it 10 times easier. Plus, schools use it to accept Venmo, which is otherwise not an option. Because so many thousands of fundraisers have been through their system, these guys know what works and what doesn't. And they just put out a free high school football fundraising guide. Yeah, you can go and download the guide for free at successfund.com/football. It takes 2 seconds to grab it. Again, you want to be sure to check these guys out. But at the very least, go grab this free football fundraising guide at successfund.com/football. As always, I want to thank Gary for sitting down with me. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for giving us what I consider the most important and valuable gift you can give, and that is your time and your attention. Go out there and participate in your city. Participate in all the great events going on in the city, and tell us about it on your Facebook groups, on your Twitter, anywhere you have friends. Share it out.